Hey guys, welcome back to my channel The Theory of Baking with me Harini. Today's video is on a perfect decadent chocolate sponge cake which can be used as a base for any chocolate cake. This recipe uses easily available ingredients and this comes together very quickly. It is a foolproof recipe I'm sharing here friends, and after my fair share of trial and error with various chocolate cake combinations, I can say this is the perfect go-to recipe. So let us start without any further delay. First, into a bowl add 240 ml of warm milk. To this add 200 grams of granulated sugar. Remember to add warm milk as it will help the granulated sugar to dissolve well. Mix it well and you can set this aside for now. We'll come back to this later. Now let's get the dry mix ready. Place a bowl and place a sieve in it. Now add 180 grams of all-purpose flour. I have used regular all-purpose flour here, but you can also use unbleached organic all-purpose flour for this recipe. Now add cocoa powder to this recipe and remember to use good quality cocoa powder friends, because this will have an impact on the cake. I have used Hershey's cocoa powder here and it is not a promotion, it's just my personal choice. And after adding cocoa powder, add 1/3 teaspoon of salt, and salt will easily balance the sweetness in the recipe. After adding salt, add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. This will be the leavening agent in this recipe. So these are the dry ingredients. Now using a balloon whisk, start whisking or sifting them in order to remove all the lumps. Now I would like to give you a small tip about cocoa powder. I have used natural unsweetened cocoa powder here in this recipe, but you can also use Dutch processed cocoa powder, but it will result in a much darker, intense and chocolatey taste for the cake. Now let's get the cake tin ready. Grease and line the cake tin with parchment paper. I have used an 8-inch square tin here, but I have also tried the same recipe with various other cake tins. Check out my blog for these details and baking time for different tin sizes, the link for which is given in the description box below. Meanwhile, start preheating the oven to 170 degrees for 15 minutes. It is now time to prepare the cake batter. To the dry mix that we set aside earlier, add milk sugar mixture gradually. Mix it well and now add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Keep mixing with the help of a whisk to avoid lumps. Once they are well combined, add the melted butter and vinegar one after another. Combine. Remember not to overmix the batter. Once they are all well combined without lumps, transfer them into the baking tin. Tap a few times to remove the air bubbles. Remember that this cake batter will be a little bit runny, but no worries, you will still get a perfectly soft and moist sponge. Take a look at the chocolate sponge. It took me 32 minutes to get this done. You can see that it is perfectly baked. The best way to check this is to insert a toothpick. If it comes out clean, then it means that the cake is perfectly baked. Let us get the tested, and as I insert and take it out, you can see that it comes out clean without any batter. Now let it rest for almost 10 minutes in the cooling rack. After 10 minutes, you can slowly insert a palette knife on the sides of the tin to demold it. Just slide it through the sides of the tin and this would make it easy for the cake to be removed from the tin. Once it is removed, you can just set it in the cooling rack and let it cool down completely. This will take at least 1 hour or so. You can keep it under the fan to let it sit. Once it is cooled down completely, you can slice them up. You can have this cake directly as an evening snack or as a school snack for the kids. This would be their favorite. Or you can use this as a base for any chocolate cake. You can see how moist and spongy the cake sponge is. It is so soft and it is very easily pliable. You can very well use this for any chocolate cake. You can use this as a base for Black Forest, Dutch truffle cake, choco truffle cake or any other cake. I have made a few of them, different shapes and sizes, and every time this turns out perfectly fine. I hope this was an easy video for you to follow. Do try this recipe and let me know in the comment section how it turns out. Like my video, like my channel, subscribe to it, and also share with your friends. See you next time with a new video. Until then, this is me, Harini, signing off. Bye.